What's up, y'all? It's Spill the Tea TV. We are back. Before we cut the cameras on, my girl was over here giving me the rundown of the astrology signs. So,
yeah,
we got Kalen Bree with us.
Hey.
Let them know where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on any platform that's TikTok, Instagram, even though, and Twitter. And it's Kalen Bree, KalenBree. And that's one name. You can find my music same way.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, she was giving me the rundown of all the signs. She was like, because I'm like, oh, I'm a Gemini. She's like, what's your moon? I'm like, a Leo. And she's like, oh. And I'm like, I'm an Aries, rising.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, oh. And then she's over here like, oh, you're an Aries and y'all know each other before da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, okay. So tell me a little bit about your sign.
Oh, my gosh. So I'm an Aries, you know what I'm saying? And, my rising and my moon and really the rest of my placements play a big, huge role into how my demeanor comes off as well.
Okay.
So, like, a stereotypical Aries would be, like, really loud, angry, always wanting to fight somebody. You know what? I'm low-key like that. I'm low-key like that, just a little bit. I used to, I learned how to tone it down a little bit. I have a lot of water placements.
You had a whole song called what? Beat Up?
Get Beat Up.
Get Beat Up.
But the song, listen, CCC. Listen, the song was basically how I used to be. It was about me not acting like how I used to be. But I'm like, okay, you must want to. But you know what? I'm chilling. I'm doing me. So me actually beating your ass would lower my vibration.
Okay.
But that's not going to stop me from doing it if it needs to be done.
Right.
If it has to be done.
But you want to protect your energy so you don't lower your vibrations.
I try not to engage. But if, don't let nobody punk you. Don't let nobody, treat you any kind of way or talk to you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take you can take the high horse only so much. We're human.
Right.
We're only human. It's okay to be angry.
Right.
And it's normal. So yeah.
Did you have like a whole video of you like fighting some girl at a club or something?
Oh my God, yeah. It was at the Get Beat Up music video shoot and it was fake as fuck.
Bruh, everybody, it like went
It was
viral.
fake,
It went
everybody.
crazy. And I'm like, bruh, not this girl fighting. I'm like, oh my God, not her fighting. No, she has so much potential. Like, no.
Oh my God.
But and then I found out it was fake. I was like, okay. That was some good. That was good.
Thank you. I came up with it right then. I was like, do you want to fake fight like again? She was like, oh my God, yeah, mind you, Shorty's a Virgo. Shout out to Mickey. I love you, Mickey. Me and her, it took us like so many times to fight because we were looking at each other like this and we just started laughing. Like we could not do it. We ran to each other, but we looked so goofy doing it. Like cause I've known her for a minute now. Like that's my homegirl. But we were fake fighting. She was doing this. She was doing this, but I told Nikayla, my best friend, to shake the camera so it looked like it was doing something. Oh. And I knew how to fake fight because I used to go to a theater school. But
okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you mentioned you used to be in theater because that leads to my next thing. Okay. It's called Act Out or Blackout.
Oh my God. Okay. What is that? What's the blackout?
Okay. So basically the blackout, either blackout is you don't do it, but want to make sure you do as many as possible because might have some little shots or something.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
I haven't eaten all day.
Okay. So act out a booty call.
What?
A booty call. Don't act like you don't know what that is.
I don't even know who to call.
Act it out though.
Act out a booty call. I thought you said, okay. Okay. Oh, really? We FaceTime. This is the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing? I need it. Yeah. Okay, I'll be there soon, yeah. Or he's coming to get me, one or the other.
Okay, so just like that? So it's you just be like, I need it.
Yeah.
Damn, I need to get, okay, all right. So let's act out, act out drunk driving.
Oh, see, I don't do that. We can take a shot.
Okay.
No. Well, I don't even know how to act that out. I can act it out.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to take a shot, though.
Okay, I got you.
I want to take a shot.
I got you. Okay. Make the duck face.
His face?
Gotta do the picture with it. Hey.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay, you want to act out dirty dancing? You want to, because she come to the front and dirty. We saw you dancing on stage with Tay Money. Don't act shy now.
Oh, no, I have on a really short skirt. Like,
what that mean?
I'm
Okay.
I'm finna.
Ooh.
Oh, I got something for y'all, actually.
Okay, let's see.
I come to the front.
Yep, you go ahead right here. So, Kalen, we about to do a little dirty dancing for us. Ooh. Yep. You ready? So we see yours. Hey. Hey. Ooh. She be playing on that pole at home, y'all.
If y'all know that dance. Oh, shit. Y'all. Ooh. That was the Apple Store girl dance.
Okay.
You know? And she was like, she was eating that whole up. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. Is it on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a Vine, I think, first.
Okay.
Like, yeah, she was eating that whole up. And then she like came back and made another video, like she redid it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like years later. And she was still eating it up. Everyone was like, oh my God, it's you. But yeah, that's what I was doing. That's my dirty dancing for y'all. That's all y'all get.
Ooh. Okay. Now, I just want to talk about, because I met you probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Out here on the indie scene, and we know how the indie scene can be, you know. I met you at Artisan's Bar.
Yeah.
We were just talking about a story how you were too young to get in and you was upset.
Yeah.
And, tell them what you told me about that night.
Okay, so basically, I got me and a group of all my friends. Mind you, I'm still in college, so all of us ain't got no money for real. We all pitched in a deluxe Uber to go to see me perform. They all came to see me. Mm-hmm. We all cashed out one person like $3. And we took the Uber to Artisans, and they told us to come with with some people, at least 5 and 1. I came with 11, and half of them, of course, were like 19, 20. Some folks was 21, but the oldest were 21. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he was like, "You can't get in if you're the security was like, you can't get in if you're underage." And I was like, I was underage, and I was like, but I'm a performer. He was like, "I don't care. This is my shit. This is mine." And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is your problem? Like, and the guy who booked me, he was like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry." And I was like, I mean, what can you do? He was trying to charge us. Oh, that's what it was. He was trying to charge us $20 to get in.
That's how they do in Atlanta.
I was like, we just spent $3 each to get here. We don't have $20 to spend to get in each. That was crazy.
Right.
I was like, I'm just not doing it.
I remember that night like yesterday. I felt so bad. Like, oh my God.
I was like, bro, please, bro. And he was like, no.
So going from those times, this had to be like 2018, 2019 to COVID hit. I really felt like I saw you blossom into yourself, like really the sunflower shawty for real.
Thank you.
It's like I don't know what you did. I know it's like it's like the look, the image just became so powerful. Then you started doing a whole bunch of stuff on TikTok. Like I remember you playing the guitars and playing on the poles and stuff. So what was like your thought process, or just what made you turn up like that?
I literally, oh my God. I'm just always trying to be in the know business wise, like musically. A lot of people have this perception of me that I'm airheaded and that I don't know what I'm doing. And I like that. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. I
like that too.
Because I'm always asking questions. I'm always talking to people who are on the business side, more so than just people who are on the scene. Like, fuck all that popular shit. I need to know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
So I follow people like Corey the Savior. I follow people like
Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey. I love Corey. He's great. Shout out to, like he knows who I am. But I follow Gary V. Mm-hmm. And Gary V predicted a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And I was watching him for a while. I followed him because of Young Baby Tate's interview with him like years ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, he must be talking about something. Mm-hmm. So I followed him, and then I seen that I was like, okay, he's legit. And he said, any musicians that aren't on TikTok right now are dumb.
I remember when he said that.
And I was like,
he said that
guess I'm a dumbass. And then I got my dumb ass on TikTok. Okay? And then I studied it for a minute. And he was like, I found Black TikTok. That's when like Black TikTok was trying to blossom out, because it was just mainly,
white people.
Yeah. So I found them. I followed them. My timeline changed. And I was like, oh, there's a whole community of us.
Right.
That's so cool. And I just started posting stuff. I tried dancing. I can't dance for nothing. So I deleted all those
I
videos.
thought the pole videos were cute.
Not like that. I mean TikTok dances. Like,
oh yeah, like little challenges.
Like that's what I started doing, and I was like, okay, this is ass. And then I just made a random video about me getting a Pokemon wrong, and it got 100,000 views, and I was like, what the fuck? This is what went viral? I said, this is what y'all like? Bet. And that was pretty much it. And I was like, oh, y'all like when I just be myself. And I just started being myself, and people liked it. And for the most part, of course, there was like, you know, a little gimmicky shit here and there to grab their attention. But yeah, I was like, okay. And now I can promote my music. I already kind of figured out a formula. I was talking to Corey a lot about it. I was reading up on my analytics. Like I was paying attention. Right. I was paying attention to the people that I followed and their post patterns.
Right.
Like I took months studying their TikTok pattern before I even started posting. So that's what I started doing.
She said F that scene stuff. She started looking at them analytics and focusing on the people that
not
was
even
F
that scene stuff, because the scene really helped me a lot.
Okay.
But as far as like just focusing on that solely, that wasn't what I knew that there was more to it than just that.
Okay.
Yeah, the scene helped me a lot.
I'm glad you said that it helped you a lot. Yeah. How has it helped you?
The underground, I remember just kind of being there and being put on because people heard my music and believed in me solely, like just based off of that. And I thought that was so cool because I just kind of showed up out of nowhere. You know how like life just be doing you. Like, and I was just like at the right place at the right time. Like I went to V-Files by myself. Nobody told me to go. I just saw the flyer and I was like, okay.
So for those that don't know, V-Files is like one of the biggest open mics. But like there's a lot of open mics in Atlanta, but this is the open mic.
Yeah.
And it travels and it comes from different cities.
Yeah, and they came to Atlanta. And the crazy part about it was I wasn't even supposed to perform. I literally had the audience. We were all chanting like, "Where are the women?" Because it was all men going on stage to perform. And then
as always,
I remember there was one girl that did go to perform. We were so happy for her. And you know she did.
What?
She was like, and then pulled out her phone and tried to read the lyrics to the beat, and everybody was like,
dang, you had to be
everybody was like
to mess it up for
oh
us.
my God. Not even. Everybody was just like, okay. So me and a bunch of girls were like screaming for us to get on stage. And they were like, you guys are really aggressive. And then they said Atlanta is aggressive. And we were like, whatever. The whole crowd was like, pick them. So they picked me and some other girls, and then we all performed. And then from then, I got followers who were already on the underground scene. And then from then, I seen them post a flyer for a big party, like underground party. And I was like, okay, I seen a lot of these people post this. I want to go. I've never been to this is embarrassing. I had never been to a party before, like a party like that.
Aww.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to go. Like, I'm grown. I got a job. I worked at Marshall's. You know, I was like, I have money to go. So I paid for my Uber. I went there. And I was like, what the fuck? I have never seen nothing like that. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And I just saw everybody that saw me at V-Files. And then I just
really tapped in.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. You know that my platform like represents the underground and the community and stuff like that. So I'm glad you mentioned like how navigating.
That's how I met you.
Yeah.
That's
literally how we met each other. So what is a sunflower shawty? Because I know that's your whole aura. You got the sunflowers on your cover art, and usually you wear your big fro.
Yeah. That's coming back. Sunflower shawty, I just kind of made that up. I was seeing sunflowers a lot everywhere, and I was like, I really like this flower. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm from Atlanta. So like, I'm like a shorty. I'm like the sunflower shorty. It was really like some stupid shit. I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. I'm like sunflower shorty. I was like, that could be like my rap name, my alter ego, because I'm cute and violent a little bit. But you know, sunflower shorty, it was like a combination. And then people actually liked it, and I thought it was corny. But I didn't tell anybody that. But when I first started calling myself that, I was like, this is so lame. Everybody was like, that's so cute. And I was like, okay.
It's very fitting.
It is very fitting. And I started fucking with it more because I was like, okay. Yeah.
So we got Patience out now. But two of my favorite songs were Decatur and the Black Ed Sheeran. So
oh my God, really?
Tell me a little bit about those songs.
You fuck with Black Ed Sheeran? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Decatur was my first song that like blew up in my face. I was like, okay, people really fuck with this a lot. And I was like, it was a freestyle actually. I was just freestyling in the studio. And I was like, I want to make a song like dedicated to like where I grew up at. And I was just singing about Candler. I was like, Candler's bumpy. Ain't fixed them rolls yet. And that was that's how the first bar came out. And then I just kept singing. I was like, I want it to be a fun song. Because before I made that song, all my music was very, very well thought out. Like I was, and not to say all my music isn't well thought out, but like it was very like, I went and I was reading mythology and taking like things from books and putting it into my music. And honestly, I was saying words that like not a lot of people knew. So my music wasn't super relatable. I was just saying a lot of big words and trying to sound like, I don't know what I was trying to sound like.
Deep and
I think so, yeah. It was, but it was just too much. I was like, I wanted to be an author, so like words was just a thing for me. And I was like, okay, I need to, I don't know. I need to tone it down. I need to calm the fuck down.
But you figured it out.
Yeah, I sure did. Because I was like, you know what? I don't talk like this all the time. I don't talk like this unless I'm singing. So what the fuck am I doing?
Right. But you see yourself as a black girl Ed Sheeran?
For sure. Yep.
What is that?
I was heavily inspired by that man to even write. That's who I was inspired by, to even write music like that. Because I was only playing guitar and making music with like these super like intricate, you'd have to read into it a million times meanings that like, you know, it's just, he just did it different. Like, I don't know how he did it, but I was trying to emulate that and that just wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I called myself that, because that's how I started off. Okay. And that's how people was. They were like, you like the black girl that shit? Somebody used to call me that when I was like younger and only playing guitar, because that's all I used to do. I never was performing and dancing because I didn't think I could dance. But I was just playing guitar. And yeah, that's what a lot of people used to call me growing up.
So you was playing guitar like in school? Like you?
Nah, I was playing guitar at my church.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my church was was a mega church. It still is. I haven't been there in a minute, but yeah.
Okay, I know they say a lot of singers that get their start in the church.
For sure, like, for sure.
Oh, I didn't even know that, though.
It was on accident. Like, I really tried to hide the fact that I sang. So,
why?
It got brought out of me there.
Okay. Why'd you want to hide it?
A lot of people told me I couldn't. And I was like, well, my mom, I just had this mindset. I was just very, like, I was still finding myself. I was a kid. I was like, well, my mom told me if 3 or more people say it, it must be true. And like 3 people said it. One of them was my best friend. We were in 5th grade. I'm such a Scorpio moon, because why the fuck do I remember that? I really remember that shit, because that shit hurt me to the core. I was like, bitch, you just told me I couldn't sing. And you know I want to be a singer? I didn't sing for like 3 years. Like I was singing in private and shit. And then I got caught. Like my youth pastor came out the bathroom stall hearing me singing with my friends. And she was like, you can sing? And I was like, no. And my friend was like, yes, she can. And she played guitar. And I was like, why the fuck would you say that? You know I don't want that type of attention. And she was like, well, you're singing next Sunday. And I was like, wow. Mind you, like the church that I went to was World Changers. So it was like.
World Changers? Really?
Yeah.
What?
My mom was the choir director. For like
I went there as a kid
years.
too.
Really?
That's crazy.
You probably seen me before somewhere. Like maybe.
I probably have, but you know that's like a huge church.
No,
I didn't go there frequently. Like I know my grandma watched it on TV a lot, but I would go there probably like maybe once a month with like my neighbors or something.
Nah, I was there every Sunday faithfully. Like I loved being there. Like that was my little safe haven. I could actually be myself there.
That's crazy that you said you went there. They did have a lot of different activities and stuff.
And
you can be involved
kids.
in.
So like I wasn't performing just, you know, in front of like I was performing in front of kids my age. That was extremely nerve-wracking for a 12-year-old. Right. I was like, what the hell am I doing?
And it was a lot of kids. That is a huge church.
I was like, and I was, you know, that was my first time really performing for real in front of like a bunch of people. So I didn't know how to like carry myself. I was mad. People were talking. I had my guitar like this, and I was like, are y'all done? Are y'all done? And they kept talking, and she saw me, my youth pastor, she saw me getting mad, and I was about to get up, because I was like, okay, well, I'm not singing no more, because I didn't want to do this anyway. Duh. Right. And then I got up, and she was like, sit down. And she made everybody be quiet, and I was like, why would you do that? And I started getting really anxious, and I started playing, and then I was done singing. I didn't even look up. And then, like, when I did, she was crying. And then everybody was like, yeah. It was such a late reaction. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. That did it for me. I was like, okay. It didn't take much. It doesn't take much for me to like I was just like, okay, this is it. I was 12.
So patience.
I'm sorry. I talked so fucking much.
No, you're good. Tell us about patience now. I just wanted to go through the different my favorites before we got to patience. So you
Got
good.
you. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me know if I'm talking too much though, because I don't want to.
We look geek, but you good.
I don't make this like, but what you want to know about it? Like,
what is it about? Songwriting? How'd you feel recording it?
Oh, okay. I wrote the song when I was 19, actually.
Mm.
I was in college, and I was doing all of the things that I said. Like, I was taking the bus. I was Uber. Well, I still Uber and Lyft,
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that was occasionally. Like, that's why I said occasionally Lyft. Like, I couldn't afford doing that shit. I was working at Marshall's, you know what I'm saying? And still balancing school and still trying to have a music career. Like, I was struggling a little bit, but I still made that shit work. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was in the Georgia State. I was in one of the studios recording that song, and Tanya made the beat in PEG, which is a part of the Georgia State like music community.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like playing the instruments. He played every single instrument y'all hear on that song.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya played that shit. Wow. He played the drums. He played the guitars. He played the piano.
No,
like, I watched him do it. Like, and then I remember he was like, "This beat is for you and you only. Don't give it to nobody else." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And yeah. And yeah, I just
I'm being featured on R&B Radar.
Oh my God, no, that shit is so crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was all you.
But that was all you for sounding great.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And shout out to Versus too, who
shout out to
saw
Versus,
the opportunity for sure. So what more can we expect? You got put on 2 really good playlists.
Mm-hmm. I got put on R&B Radar, really Indie Radar,
mm-hmm.
Release Radar, and Fresh Finds. Fresh Finds R&B. Yeah, shout out to all of them for sure.
Yes, and what more can we expect?
You're gonna expect more music very soon. Hopefully, yes, and more visuals and looks and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. And this is Sunflower Shouty, Decatur Shouty, Spill the TTV, and we out.
Bye.